Good day to everyone watching via Facebook Live on the Bay Area Dragons Facebook page. This is Diego Del Paz together with Ryan Pajara on the call here. This is a battle between the Blackwater Bossing and your Bay Area Dragons. And now for the starting five.
Arrow Center in Quezon Avenue, Philippines. It's the game between Blackwater Bossing and your Bay Area Dragons. Introducing first the starters for your Blackwater Bossing. At guard, jersey number 4, Ray Suerte. At forward, number 45, Brandon Ganuelas-Losser. At the other guard, number 9, Baser Amir. At the other forward, number 5, Ato Ular. And at center, number 25, Cameron Hootwig. And now let's meet your starters for your Bay Area Dragons. Number 11, Hayden Blankley. At guard number 22, Kobe Lam. At center number 44, Andrew Nicholson. At guard number 1, Glenn Young. And the other forward, number 8, Zhu Wongwei.
And those are your starting fives for both teams. So that's Ray Suerte, Ato Ular, Baser Amer, Brandon Ganuelas-Losser, and Cameron Hootwig for the Blackwater Bossing. While for the Bay Area Dragons, it's Hayden Blankley at forward, Kobe Lam at guard, Andrew Nicholson at center, Glenn Yang at guard, and Zhu Songwei at the other forward spot.
And Diego, the referees of this ball game are the crew chief Jimmy Mariano, Dominador Obina, and Kenny Harris Halig.
All right, and now our match is about to tip off, and we'll have a re-jump. And we are off, and the Dragons have gained possession here. Early drive here by Zhu, who gets the easy 2 against Ato Ular there. 2-zip.
They're very, very quick in their place, huh?
Yes, according to Coach Brian Gurjian, he told me earlier before the ball game is that he wants to control the quickness here of the Filipino counterparts they've had. So far, they are 5-0 against Filipino opponents so far, and 2 of them coming at the expense of the Blackwater Bossing.
And the scores then, they played in the Kerry Sports in Taguig. Bay Area 90, Blackwater 84, and on the last their last stint is Bay Area 121, Blackwater 83. So we expect that that Bay Area Dragons will have a huge offensive sack, especially they have a lot of big men.
And second free throw is no good there for Brandon Ganuelas-Losser. 2-1 is our count. Early on in this tune-up match, we are playing under PBA rules here, so that means 12-minute quarters. And possession will stay here for the black shirts of Bay Area, while Blackwater Bossing is wearing their immaculate white and red shorts.
They have 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Bay Dragons inbound the ball, 12 seconds on their shot clock. Glenn Yang. Kick out pass, 3-pointer on the way. Splash down for Lam. That's Kobe Lam hitting the first 3-pointer of the ball game for the Bay Area Dragons.
Bay Area really picking their spots. Whoever's open, they'll take the shot instantly.
And I heard you got something from the side of Coach Ariel Vanguardia earlier.
Yes, actually, when I interviewed Coach Ariel Vanguardia, 3 points that I found out. The resurgence of Ato Ular, he's been a markman right now for Blackwater simply because he produced double numbers each and every game in Philippine Basketball Association. Secondly, since they're eliminated in the playoffs early last month, their chemistry is pretty good. They're passing the ball. They utilize 30 to 40 players. By then, every fourth quarter, they always love to press. They always love to surprise opponents. And let's see if they can do that against the much taller Bay Area Dragons.
All right, our score is 5-4 early on, and it's a 1-point lead by the Dragons. Baser Amer for three, knocks it
Yes.
down. And right now, Blackwater Bossing holding a 2-point lead, 7-5 against Bay Area. Three-pointer on the way.
Ooh.
Wow, what an answer right back by Andrew Nicholson. That big man can shoot.
Bay Area Dragons, almost 5 of them. I see them in the practice earlier. They're really shooting pretty well.
Yes, and definitely we saw that their drills were focused more on
Yes.
closing out the ball handlers here, and that's what they're doing right now. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Ular.
Nice pass.
Wow, what a lefty jumper, and it trickles in for Cameron Krutwig, the big man from Loyola College in Chicago.
And he has a soft touch for a big man.
Definitely. 9 minutes 40 remaining in our first quarter. Yang trying to find an open man here. Finds Nicholson. Nicholson, the jumper, no good. And it's saved to a Bay Area Dragons player, and everything but the shot there for Zhu Song Wei. And Krutwig to Baser Amer. The foul line jumper is good. Smooth like butter for Baser Amer.
Smooth as silk, and of course his experience as a pro for about more than 6 years now really paid dividends on this tune-up.
11-8 for the Blackwater Bossing here. Bay Area Dragons just down by 3. 8 minutes 55 remaining in the first quarter. Nicholson backing down Ganuelas Rosser. The hook shot is good. Yes, the sweet shooting Andrew Nicholson now at 5 points so far.
He has a wide variety of repertoire. Earlier he hit a 3, now he hit a jump hook.
8 minutes 38 remaining, and now Blackwater just up by 1, 11-10. You've got Suerte with 5 on the shot clock. Suerte dances, bobs, weaves, passes it to Krutwig with 1 on the shot clock, and Blackwater Bossing there, not able to put up a shot in their sequence there.
Diego, if you notice, Bay Area Dragons defense, in the first 2 possessions, they play zone. Then now they play man-to-man. So they really confusing Blackwater Elite to play on the left side of the court, and then on the weak side they didn't get any help whatsoever.
Looks like Coach Bryant's tactics are starting to work,
Yes.
making sure that the ball handlers do not get a shot off. Lamb with a jumper from the foul line, no good. And a rebound there by Ganuelas Rosser. Quick pass to Ebonia. Baser Amer to Krutwig. Krutwig trapped there, but with that nice lefty hook, it's good. 7 minutes 50 remaining, and it's a 3-point advantage here by the Blackwater Bossing, 13-10.
And that's another easy shot,
10 on the shot clock here. Step back jumper from 3, no good. But there's a loose ball foul whistled against Barkley Ebonia.
We'll check that, but you can see the offense. It's Ray Suete's foul. So you can see Bay Area Dragons, one of their strengths is offensive rebounding. Apart from their superior height, they really box out opponents pretty well. You can see two players on the strong side and then 2 players on the weak side. It's a 2-2 formation, so it's very difficult for Blackwater Elite to really box out big guys.
All right, so right now on the foul line, that's Hayden Blankley. Missing the first one and misses those 2 free throws. 13-11 is our count. 7 minutes 30 remaining in the first quarter. Ebonia, great pass, and
great
Ato
block.
Olar's shot got rejected there. And now the Bay Area Dragons on the attack here. Lamb decides to take it himself. No good on that jumper. And Baser Amer gathers that loose ball to Krutwig. 20 on their shot clock. Krutwig finds Amer, but it was tapped out. But the referee says it's still a go. Great hook shot there, missed though by Krutwig. Now Bay Area Dragons on the attack here. And an offensive foul was called there on Glenn Yang. And Baser Amer took that charge like a champ. And of course, Baser Amer, no stranger to championship basketball, winning in all of his 4 years in collegiate basketball here in the Philippines. But first, we got a timeout on the floor. 13-11 is our count. We'll be back with more action right after this. And we are back here live on the Bay Area Dragons Facebook page for more action between your Bay Area Dragons and Blackwater Bossing. 13-11 is our count. And what a tap there by Liang. Great defense there to stop Blackwater's offense there.
And earlier in the timeout, Coach Brian Gurjan had a little confusion on the score.
Yeah.
But right now it's finally settled. They know what will the official score. It says 13-11, Blackwater ahead by 2.
And Basera Mayer launches a 3 and switches it in. That's 16-11, a 5-point lead for the Blackwater Bossing.
We can see a screen roll play.
6 minutes 20 left in the first quarter. Bay Area Dragons here. Great swing passing. Three-pointer on the way. Hayden Blankley launches and swishes.
So that's 3 3-point shots already for Bay Area Dragons. Blackwater has the same. So both teams really shooting pretty well outside.
5 minutes 57 remaining in the first quarter. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And we got a foul whistled against a Bay Area Dragons player. That's Warren Liang.
Things are getting physical now. This is only a tune-up game, Diego.
Yeah, 5 minutes 54. Just a quick reminder for all of those who aren't familiar. The Bay Area Dragons will play as a guest team in the upcoming PBA tournament, the Commissioner's Cup. And one of the teams that they will be facing during that tournament will be this very Blackwater Elite team.
And other teams, huh?
17 on the shot clock here for the Bay Area Dragons. Warren Liang, the drive, and he got whistled for an offensive foul for warding off.
So that's 2 offensive fouls already for Bay Area Dragons. And I really like their ball movement. From the post, going outside, dribble penetration. So that's a trademark of Dragons so far in this game.
And a quick outlet pass by Baser to Cameron Krutwig. 20 on the shot clock here for the white shirts. Krutwig. Oh, and his pass got kneed by Barkley Abanya there. And now the Bay Area Dragons on the attack here. Launching a 3, no good. Was Blankley, but the Bay Area Dragons recover. That's Miles Powell with 10 on the shot clock here. Powell launches another 3, short. And Blackwater getting those boards. And whoa,
Nice
underneath.
pass.
Unguarded there was Cameron Krutwig for the easy deuce underneath.
So far, Cameron's very good at boxing out the big guys of Bay Area. But let's see if Bay Area Dragons can score inside. And we have a whistle by the referee.
And the ball was tapped out by Miles Powell. I mean, so there's an outside out of bounds play, and it will remain with the Dragons.
James Sena just checked in, replacing Baser Amer for Blackwater.
So right now Blackwater is trying to go big, and also into the ball game right now, that's Rashawn McCarthy.
And for Bay Area, we have Ju Ming Zin replacing Hayden Blankley.
Also Justin Melton on the floor for the first time for Blackwater. And Liu, wow, that soft touch inside the shaded lane for two. And now, don't look now, but the Bay Area Dragons just down by two.
Yes.
16-18 with 4 minutes 27
nice
remaining.
stealing.
And now the black shirts on the attack. Liu couldn't get the handle on that ball, and right now Rashawn McCarthy attacking, tried to pass it underneath to Barkley Ebonia, but loses it to the baseline.
That pass is pretty low. But again, Bay Area Dragons, they'll try to push the ball up, especially if Liu Chuangxing had the position inside. They're gonna get more inside points for Bay Area Dragons as much as they can.
Right now, the Bay Area Dragons trying to maintain the tempo at their own pace, but there's a foul whistled for Blackwater Bossing. That's Justin Melton, now sporting the number 0.
Yes,
He used to be wearing number 2.
yes. In his previous team,
Yeah.
Pure Foods.
12 on the shot clock here for the black shirts, and now they dump it inside to Yu. Yu with that soft hooked shot, but misses that one. But a recovery there, three-pointer miss there by Miles Powell. And there is a holding foul whistled.
Yes, against James Sena after boxing out Liu Chuangxin. With his superior height, we can expect more rebounds for you, but of course, more second or third chance points for Bay Area Dragons. And the good news for that is that Blackwater's already with penalty, 2 team fouls for Bay Area Dragons.
And now the Dragons inbounding it from the sideline with 14 on the shot clock. And there is a unsportsmanlike foul whistled by our referees.
But in the PBA rules, since we're applying PBA rules, it's going to be probably a flagrant foul penalty 1. So we'll wait for the announcement of the referees what will be the official call. But it's a clear elbow against the big guy.
3 minutes 44 remaining in the first quarter. We'll find out what our and it is a flagrant foul penalty 1
Yes.
whistled against Liu Chuangxing.
And because of that flagrant foul penalty 1, Diego, he will sit down on the bench for 3 minutes.
Yes.
And James Sena will shoot 2 free throws. He made the first one. He has the second free throw forthcoming. And possession for Blackwater.
And Sena makes the first free throw and makes both free throws. And now it's a 4-point advantage by Blackwater Bossing.
As you can see, Coach Ariel Bangwaja playing a heads-up play. Let's see what will be the development of that for the white shirts.
3 minutes 44 remaining in the first quarter. McCarty setting up the table here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Finding Barkley Ebonia underneath. Ebonia, kick out pass to McCarty. 2 seconds left on their shot clock, and McCarty, the Hail Mary shot at the buzzer, no good.
Great defensive stance there by Bay Area Dragons, not allowing an open shot for Blackwater.
Great drive here, but there's a foul on the play. Miles Powell taking it strong to the hole, and he is rewarded with 2 shots.
Look at the power on that drive. He
Yeah.
drives against 2 defenders. No
Yeah.
fear for Miles, huh?
Now Miles Powell to the line for 2 shots. 20-16 is our count. A chance to cut this down to either 3 points or 2, depending on how many free throws Miles Powell will make.
And if you notice his shoe, look at this. He's sporting a Nike green shoe, one of the latest.
Yeah, he's at.
Oh, it's it's not Nike, Under Armour. Rather.
Yes. 3 minutes 22 remaining in our first quarter of action. Powell makes the first free throw. And that second free throw trickles in. And now Bay Area just down by 2 points, 18-20. 3 minutes 20 remaining in our first quarter. McCarthy driving, kicking it out to James
Nice
Senna.
steal.
And Miles Powell with the steal and uncontested layup, and we are tied at 20.
He's very, very quick with those passes that Blackwater is putting in. And so far, Miles has been not just a prolific scorer, but also a leader of this franchise.
And we've got a little bit of a commotion underneath the basket, and there is a foul whistled against. That's on Warren Liang. 3 minutes exactly remaining in our first quarter, and we are tied at 20 all. A chance here for Blackwater Bossing to regain the lead here. 12 on their shot clock. Krutwig backing down, and great seal and drive there for Krutwig, the former Loyola Grambler.
And that foul is up against Duncan Reed. And you can see for Cameron Goodwig, he has a very quick first step, especially down the baseline off the spin. And he is a southpaw.
Yeah.
And another accolade that I can say about Cameron Goodwig is that he is a very quick player with regards to movement without the ball. Every time there's a weak side opening, he will always cut through.
All right, Song Jianhua got replaced there by Kobe Lam back in the ball game. And 1 out of 2 there for Cameron Krutwig. 21-20 is the Blackwater Bossing lead. Great ball movement here by the Dragons. 12 on their shot clock, and the ball stuck with Blankley. Now Lam driving, 5 seconds on their shot clock. The shot no good, but Reed's rebound got stolen by McCarthy. McCarthy trying to be fancy there, but loses the handle on that ball.
That will not help. Especially Bay Area Dragons really sprinting down court for transition defense. You don't allow those nifty passes.
2 minutes 20 remaining in our first quarter, 21-20. 1 point lead by the Blackwater Bossing. Powell to Kobe Lam. And we've got a whistle on the floor. And Blackwater Bossing already in penalty.
Yes. You know, Diego, those screen roll plays of Bay Area Dragons, time and again, that produce more fouls on Blackwater. Why? Because these guys really know when to cut, when to shoot, and at the same time, if there's opening on the weak side, probably than not, they're going to score an inside point for the Bay Area Dragons.
Duncan Reed on the foul line making that first free throw. And now we've got Joe Logo checking in the ball game for the first time, fresh from a PBA D-League final stint. And that's 1 for 2 for Duncan Reed. And we are tied again at 21 all. And Rashawn McCarthy loses that ball to the baseline, but our referees say that it was the last touch by the Bay Area Dragons. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Krutwig stuck with the basketball and nearly throws it away. And a scramble for the loose ball, and the possession will stay with the white shirts.
Great denial defense so far for Bay Area Dragons. Those long arms of all those players, the vision of Blackwater is pretty dim.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. 21 all is our count. We'll be right back with more action. And we are back here live from the Aero Center in Quezon City, Philippines. 3 seconds on the shot clock here for Blackwater, and we've got a whistle on the floor.
That's a bailout foul.
And we'll find out which Bay Area Dragons player was whistled for that foul. And that was whistled against number 8, that's Zhu Shongwei. And that's 2 free throws for Jologo. And bricks that first free throw.
And so far, the Bay Area Dragons are keeping in step with Blackwater. They have a good start for Blackwater offensively, but they trimmed down to 21 points for quite some time now. Blackwater, this is only their first point after 2 minutes.
Yes, 1 minute 49 remaining in our first quarter. Bay Area Dragons here trying to take the lead with a basket. Here the floater is no good, but there is a foul whistled against Blackwater.
Again, those weak side cuts by Bay Area Dragons. That right side of the court has been their inside foray for Bay Area, as we see Zhu shooting the line for 2 free throws.
First free throw swishing for Zhu Songwei. And we are tied at 22 all. And second free throw is also good, so it's a 1-point advantage here. 23-22 is our count. 1 minute 37 remaining in the first quarter. Great pass there, but ooh, Rashawn McCarthy there could not keep the handle on the basketball. One minute 22 remaining in the first quarter, and Bay Area Dragons here will retain possession.
There might be a problem with the clock because there's already an out-of-bounds play and the clock is continued to run.
And our referees have it sorted.
Yes.
Zhu passes it off to Zhu Mingxin. 17 on the shot clock here for the Bay Area Dragons. Reed passing it. Great jumper there by Miles Powell, but leaves it short. McCarthy driving. Finds
nice
Cameron
steal.
Krutwig, but yes, what a steal here by the Bay Area Dragons. What a chase down block by Ganwal Rosser, but a putback there by Zhu Mingxin. And now it's a 3-point advantage for the Bay Area Dragons with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Krutwig, 10 on the shot clock,
Traveling, no
and
basket.
he was caught dancing to the wrong song there.
Yes. Again, the Bay Area Dragons, they're always changing tactics as far as defensive stance is concerned. Earlier we see man zone, and then play before that we have zone. Now we go to man. So good job by Coach Brian Gujan having different defensive looks for Bay Area Dragons.
22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 3-pointer on the way. Back rims it is Miles Powell, and now Blackwater with a chance to write the final sentence in this first chapter. 10 seconds remaining. Krutwig against Duncan Reed. Baser Amer gets hobbled there and he loses control. But Baser Amer trying to plead his case there, trying to look for a foul. 4.3 seconds remaining and Blackwater will retain possession. Amer will trigger the inbound here. Amer finds Krutwig underneath. The quick
Nice
bucket.
play.
The hoop, the harm, 3-point play the hard way for Cameron Krutwig. And that means a bonus shot here. And
that's the last foul is on Zhu Songwei.
And it's a 1-point advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons. With 2.6 remaining, a chance for Krutwig to tie this one up. And he does. And the inbound pass immediately thrown away by Zhu Songwei. That means the last shot here will be for Blackwater. And we've got Ray Suerte back in the ball game.
Placing Atto Ular.
2.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Amer fakes one-legged jumper, no good, and that ends our first quarter of action. And we are tied at 25 all after the first 12 minutes of action. We'll be right back with more action coming your way. And we are back with action here live from the Aero Center in Quezon City, Philippines. Blackwater Bossing and the Bay Area Dragons tied at 25 all after the first 12 minutes of action. And there we go. Brandon Ganuelas Rosser trying to bring it straight to the hole, but he got fouled on his way to the paint.
This guy is very, very athletic. We can see that he can dunk, but also he can intimidate opponents, especially inside. But this time, the only thing that Brandon Ganuelas Rosser needs to improve is his free throw shooting, because the Philippine Copy only averages about 61% from the free throw line.
Ganuelas Rosser misses the first free throw and drains the second one, giving Blackwater the 1-point advantage, 26-25. And now you got Nicholson to Lamb. Lamb driving. No good on that layup.
Sorry, miss.
And a great rebound there by Atto Ular. One of the revelations here for Blackwater Bossing in the recent Philippine Cup campaign. Amer with 14 on the shot clock. Krutwig, 10 on the shot clock now for Blackwater. Krutwig, great find there to Atto Ular, but misses that layup. And now the Bay Area Dragons on the attack here. The righty layup there, no good, but there's a foul against Blackwater.
Actually, that play earlier, it's not Atto Ular, it's Ray Suerte. Number 5, Atto Ular, is already on the bench.
All right. 11 minutes, 9 remaining in the first quarter. And the Dragons troop to the foul line. Zhu Song Wei. And
a warning was given by the referees to head coach Ariel Banguaja of Blackwater for the resentment to a call.
Right, 2 free throws on the way here for Zhu Song Wei, making that first one count. Once again, we are tied at 26 all this time.
So far, Bay Area Dragons shooting pretty good at the free throw line. They only missed once. This is already their 10th attempt.
And 2 free throws are good for Zusong Wei. And now Bay Area back with the lead here, 27-26. And now Baser Amer to Krutwig, 15 on the shot clock. Krutwig against Nicholson. Amer fakes, another fake, and fires that one, but leaves it short. And a great rebound there by Andrew Nicholson. And now Bay Area on the attack here. 3-pointer miss there by Kobe Lamb. And now that's Ray Suerte handling the ball here. Krutwig with 13 on the shot clock. Lefty jumper by Ato Olar.
Not there.
Yeah, not there. And now the Bay Area Dragons trying to slow down the pace here. 3-pointer on the way. No good for Nicholson this time.
He hit one earlier.
Yes, he hit a couple of them back in the first quarter, but doesn't seem to work this time around. Krutwig with 14 on the shot clock here. Krutwig! Great bulldozing move there against Nicholson, scoring the 2. And now Blackwater Bossing back with the lead, 28-27.
Oh, look at that.
Nicholson, wow,
Whoa!
answering right back
Great
against Krutwig.
crossover.
Wow. Great move in the shaded lane. It's like we saw the parting of the Red Sea for that
Yes.
Blackwater defense. 9 minutes 37 remaining in our first half. Amer, Krutwig, back to Amer. 7 on the shot clock. Amer offline on that one. And the rebound there by Nicholson.
That's 3 rebounds already for Nicholson in this quarter.
Yang. Kick out pass to Kobe Lamb. Short on that one. And Baser Amer says, hold on, let's set the table here.
Yes.
9 minutes 10 remaining. Baser Amer against the defense of Glenn Yang. Back to Amer. 11 on the shot clock. Krutwig. Great pass to Ganuelas Rosser. Leaves that jumper short. And the rebound by Nicholson, who brings it down himself. 19 on the shot clock here for the Bay Area Dragons.
Play number 1 will set up for the Dragons.
Yang. Back to Nicholson. Nicholson, great spin move. Great footwork. And he scores that basket.
Look at those 4 fakes, huh?
Wow.
Against 3 defenders.
Yes, Andrew Nicholson, the hoop, the harm, 3-point play the hard way for the Bay Area Dragons big man.
He's such a versatile player because apart from rebounding, he brings up the ball, he looks for his teammates, and at the same time, if he needs to score, he will score at will.
Definitely. We've seen him do the full gamut so far. He's been scoring from long range. He's been scoring inside the paint, and he could shoot that mid-range jumper as well. And he makes that bonus free throw count as well. And now it's a 31-28 3-point advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons after that 3-point play by Andrew Nicholson. And now Blackwater on the attack, and there's a foul after that driving play by Ray Suerte.
And for his name, Suerte, that's a Filipino name. In English, it's lucky. He almost got lucky there on that layup.
Yes, that's right. 8 minutes 12 remaining in the second quarter. And the first free throw is good for Suerte. Second free throw on the way for the guard out of University of the East here in the Philippines. And he makes both free throws count. 32-30, 2-point lead here by the Bay Area Dragons. And now, Nicholson
Spread out offense there.
kicks it out to Liang.
Yes!
Swish City from long distance. Dialing it up from long range was Warren Liang. 7 minutes 50 remaining, and it's a 35-30 advantage for the Black Shirts. Amer leaving that three-pointer short. Nicholson loses that one. And a quick return there by Ray Suete. 35-32 is the Dragons' advantage here. Nicholson takes it himself, but decides to kick it out to Yang. And Nicholson gets it back. 7 on the shot clock here. Nicholson!
Whoa!
What a drive!
Again, second time around, he did a crossover off the screen.
Yes, that left Cameron Krutwig a little bit dizzy there. 15 on the shot clock here for Blackwater. The shot on the way, no good for Suerte, but he will march to the foul line for 2 shots.
That time, Ray Suente going for a fishing expedition. So that foul there is up against Hayden Blanky, his second personal. So what I like about those offensive patterns of Bay Area Dragons is that players from left to right are moving. And Nicholson will try to use his bulk, his height to penetrate inside. Because what happened on the last 3 possessions of Bay Area Dragons, they're unsuccessful in hitting outside shots, except the last one, they hit it. But they're not that consistent in outside shooting. So probably in the second half, we can see Bay Area Dragons catch fire from outside.
More like they need to breathe fire
Yes.
here against Blackwater.
Unleashing the dragon, you
That's
know?
right. 37-33 is our count. Blackwater still up big here. This is one of the biggest leads that Bay Area has had
4
in this
points.
ballgame so far.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and another drive attempt here by
Look
Nicholson.
at that. Against
Wow.
quadruple team.
Wow. Andrew Nicholson can't be stopped here in the second quarter so far. By my count, he's had around 9 points so far in this quarter alone. 9 seconds of the shot clock here for Blackwater. Suerte tried to find an open man underneath, but that just sails out of bounds in the baseline.
And well-deserved rest for Nicholson as Miles Powell checks in. And likewise, Hadel Blankley checks out. And there goes the big guy, Liu Chuangjin.
Yes, Lu Xuanjing earlier got called for an unsportsmanlike foul. Which,
Flagrant foul.
yeah, he called for a flagrant foul. That's why he had to sit down for the last few
Yes.
minutes of the first quarter. 10 on the shot clock here for the Dragons. Driving play, kick out pass to the corner. No good there for the Bay Area Dragons. A missed shot there by Ju Ming Shin. And now Suerte driving, loses that one to the baseline, but it was tapped out by Glenn Yang.
I really like the collapsing defense of Bay Area Dragons, especially if Blackwater will penetrate inside. There's an immediate double or triple teaming defense for the Black Shirts.
Fresh 24 here for Blackwater. 5 minutes 52 remaining in the first half. Ebonia with 20 to work with. Backing down, but decides to kick it out to Amer. Amer, a kick out pass to Senna for 3. Short. And the rebound here by Miles Powell. Miles Powell driving and
Ooh.
that jumper just a bit too strong, but he will go to the line for 2 shots.
And James Senna of Blackwater will have a hands full because he's guarding Liu Chuangjin. So he will have a difficult time boxing out this big guy.
Yes, definitely, especially that Cameron Kurtwig was given a bit of rest here by Coach Ariel Vanguardia.
That's right.
Powell. First free throw is good. Smooth as silk, smooth as butter.
And speaking of smooth as silk, so far Bay Area Dragons only missed 1 free throw. This is already their 14th attempt. They've been shooting excellent from the foul line.
And 2 for 2 for the Bay Area Dragons there, courtesy of Miles Powell. 41-33, and don't look now. This Bay Area Dragons starting to balloon here. 5 minutes 20 remaining in the second quarter. Great pass to Barkley
Nice
Ebonia.
play.
And Ebonia gets the hoop, the harm, and the 3-point play the hard way.
That's a great cut there for Blackwater Bossing, allowing one side cut from the left quarter court going to the right side, and there's a 3-point play opportunity for Barkley Ebona.
Ebonia here with the
Or
bonus
Ebonia,
free
rather.
throw. 5 minutes 15 remaining in the second quarter, and he completes a 3-point play. Our score right now, 41-36. It's a 5-point advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons. Ju from downtown, no good. And a rebound there by Ray Suerte, and passes it off to Ebonia.
Nice steal.
Great Anticipation there by the Dragons. Jumper on the way. Swish for Miles Powell. 4 minutes 45 remaining, and it's a 43-36 advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons. 7 points. Suerte to Sena. Kicking out to a wide open Rashawn McCarthy to the corner, but McCarthy could not get a handle on that basketball. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 43-36 in favor of the Bay Area Dragons. We'll be back with more action. And we are back live here from the Aero Center in Quezon City, Philippines for this tune-up match between the Bay Area Dragons against Blackwater Bossing, and the Dragons breathing fire here on Blackwater.
Yes.
And oh, look at that! Three-pointer by Miles Powell.
Back-to-back three-pointers now for Bay Area Dragons. They're starting to catch fire, Diego.
No, more like breathe fire because they're Dragons themselves. 46-36.
Yes.
The biggest lead of the ball game here for the Bay Area Dragons at 10 points. McCarty
Nice steal.
tries to pass it to Ato Olar, but it went too strong.
Oh, what a
and
pass!
Wow, what a shot there by Glenn Yang. Great anticipation by the Dragons, turning defense into offense.
Those fast breaks really help Bay Area Dragons. This is their biggest lead, and no choice for Coach Ariel Blackwater to call a timeout. They're down by 12.
3 minutes 42 remaining in the first half. We'll be back with more action.
Great touch. We like it.
He doesn't have a big international name, so it's easy to write him off.
3, 2, and we are back live here from the Aero Center, and Blackwater had to call that timeout because now the Bay Area Dragons lead is up at its biggest at 12 points, 48-36, 3 minutes 40 remaining here in the second quarter. McCarty with a foul line jumper, no good. And that's not exactly a good shot to make coming off a timeout.
Yes, and but prior to that, Diego, they incurred 4 turnovers for Blackwater, and that's 4 fast break points for Bay Area Dragons, as we see another inside stride, but it is a turnover.
They tried to dump it inside to the big man, Liu Chuan Sing, but he couldn't get a handle on that basketball. 3 minutes 10 remaining here in the second quarter. And now Blackwater Bossing trying to answer right back here. McCarty with a long-range bomb.
Finally.
Swish, swish, swish!
First triple V for McCarty in this ballgame.
48-39. It's now a 9-point advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons. Powell to Yang. 10 on the shot clock here. Powell for 3. No good. And now Blackwater back on the attack here. Ola Suerte. Oh,
Nice
dump
pass.
pass there to Krutwig, who scores. And down on the ground still is Ray Suerte as the Bay
He's hurt.
Area Dragons trying to answer right back here. Liang, great swing passing here. 3-pointer on the way, no good. And
Somebody's hurt.
yes, and that is Ray Suerte after that pass to Cameron Krutwig. And now the training staff has come to the aid of Suerte. 2 minutes 14 remaining, and it's a 7-point advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons, 48-41.
And
And,
Ray Suerte is a little bit winded on that last bit of action. But
Yeah, he looks shaken and stirred.
and Diego, so far 14 fouls already for Bay Area Dragons. 3 this time for Blackwater Bossing.
Yes, and Ray Publico, former Letran Knight,
Yeah.
is coming in the fray for Blackwater Bossing. 2 minutes 10 remaining. We're entering the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Krutwig. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Jumper on the way. No good for Blackwater.
They still call up the bench, Ray Publico.
Yang. Yang dribbles it off the foot of a Blackwater player, and Bay Area will retain possession with 18 on the shot clock.
Lucky break there for Bay Area Dragons. Let's see what will be their formation. Oh!
And Powell wide
Yes!
open for 3. Bing, bang, boom. 1 minute
Late
44.
rotation. Late rotation for Blackwater. And again, that's the third 3-pointer for Miles Powell.
And now the Bay Area lead is back up to 10, 51-41. But Rashawn McCarthy answers right back and brings it down to 51-43. Liang. Oh, great inside passing to Zhu. Oh, gets the hoop, the
Yes.
harm. 3-point play the hard way for Zhu Mingxin.
The spread out offense of Bay Area Dragons is fantastic. They spread out the floor. Somebody's open from the corner. He gets a drive from the baseline, and that's a 3-point play opportunity, Diego.
I have to admit, those two opportunities earlier were better, but then again, that was the best possible shot that the Bay Area Dragons
Exactly.
could make with that Zhu Mingxin drive at the baseline, and he has a chance to make a 3-point play, and he does. 54-43 is our count. 1 minute 19 remaining in our first half. Jologo to Krutwig. Krutwig swings it to McCarthy. 10 on the shot clock here for the white shirts.
Block!
Oh, and what a block there,
but there's
but
a foul.
our referees call a foul on that play.
There might be a clean block upstairs, but downstairs there's contact.
1 minute 2 remaining in our second quarter, and first free throw is good for Rashawn McCarthy, and Bartley Abonia is going to check back into the ball game.
Replacing James Sena.
Second free throw on the way for McCarthy, the one San Miguel Beerman. Now with Blackwater. Oh! Wow.
That's a huge knockdown.
Wow, what
It hit the ball in the
Oh.
face.
what a save there for Warren Liang, but then again it rifled right back to the face there. But the ball will stay with Blackwater because looks like Warren Liang there stepped out of bounds first before saving the ball. Ebonia. Under a minute remaining here in the second quarter. Great pass underneath by McCarthy to Ebonia, but Ebonia was shaded there by a couple of Bay Area Dragons. Oh, and McCarthy launches a 3 and swishes it.
He's
54-47 is our count, 40 seconds remaining.
He's automatic whenever he has that open look.
12 on the shot clock here. Yang. Great outside pass. Three-pointer on the way. No go for Warren Liang. McCarthy trying to set the table here. 22 seconds on the clock. McCarthy, that reverse layup, no good. And after that scramble for the loose ball, out of bounds in favor of Blackwater. And we've got another timeout on the floor. 18.0 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll be back with more action.
No, I'm just kidding.
Little girl. Great touch. You like it.
He doesn't have a big international name, so it's easy to write him off.
And we are back live for the last 18 seconds of our first half of action, and Blackwater has possession here. 54-47 is the lead here by the Bay Area Dragons. 10 on the shot clock now. McCarthy, the corner three, no good.
It's a
And
foul.
we've got a loose ball foul whistled against a Blackwater player. 9.2 seconds remaining.
That's
in the
Jolio
first
Go. He will be called for that foul. And both teams already in penalty. Or rather, it's the 15 foul. rather.
Yes, we are playing under PBA rules, so that means 16 fouls
That's the only time they will get penalty.
before a team gets into penalty. So 9.2 seconds remaining in our second quarter, and the Dragons triggering the inbound here. Miles Powell receives. 7 seconds on the clock here. Powell goes straight to the hole. Great kick out pass. Yang for three.
Yes!
Wow.
Buzzer beater. Nice play.
What a great design play there by the Dragons. Finding the open man in the corner. That's Glenn Yang at the buzzer. 57-47 is our count at the halftime break. We'll be back with more action in just a few short moments. And we are at halftime here at the Aero Center in Quezon City, Philippines. 57-47 is our count in favor of the Bay Area Dragons against the Blackwater Bossing. Diego Del Paz together with Ryan Pajaro on the call here. And I believe, Ryan, you saw some of our halftime stats.
Well, interesting stats that we see here for Bay Area Dragons. They made 11 out of 12 on the free throw line. And the top scorers for Bay Area Dragons, Miles Powell with 14 and Andrew Nicholson with 14. As we see a three-point shot converted by Mike Ayon.
Wow. 57-50 now is our count after that three-point bomb there by Mike Ayon. 11 minutes 33 remaining in our third quarter. Yang trying to find an open man here. Zhu with 5 on the shot clock. Great ball movement here. Finds an wide open Yang but misses that three-pointer. And now Blackwater on the attack here. Baser Amer. Now to Krutwig. 15 on the shot clock. Krutwig got whistled for an offensive foul.
That's
there.
obvious. Lowered his elbow when he goes to the paint.
Wow, Kobe Lamb there sacrificing his heart, mind, body, and soul, everything for that call.
And Cameron will be called for his second personal.
57-50 is our count here, and now starting center Andrew Nicholson gives it to Lamb. Back to Nicholson. Nicholson is driving, but there is a foul on the play whistled
Against Mike Ayon. He really want to prevent Andrew Nicholson from getting a score inside.
Yes, Nicholson was doing the damage not only outside of
Oh, what a pass!
Oh, great play there by the Dragons, but blankly there missing that layup, that point blank layup.
A blank attempt,
Yeah.
that is.
15 on the shot clock here for Blackwater. Great pass outside, but then again it was too hot to handle for Mike Ayon.
And it almost hit head coach Ariel Baranguaja at that.
57-50 is our count. As I was saying earlier, Andrew Nicholson was doing the damage not only from the outside, but also driving through the shaded lane. Nicholson has the ball with 14 on the shot clock. Zhu launches a three.
Yes!
Ooh, yes! Smooth like butter from long range.
And that's from a nice pick by Andrew Nicholson.
And
First field goal for Zhu Zongwei.
Zhu Zongwei gives the Bay Area Dragons a 10-point lead, 60-50, and now there's a foul whistled against the Bay Area Dragons.
That foul is up against number 22, Lam. Kobe Lam's second foul.
Amer to Krutwig. Three-pointer on the way. Oh, and there's a loose ball foul whistled. And it will stay with Blackwater here. A pushing foul against Hayden Blankley.
And that's his third foul for Aiden.
9 minutes 55 remaining in our third quarter.
And we have Song Jianhua. He will place Hayden Blankley because of 3 fouls.
Amer to Krutwig. Krutwig, oh, that pass to Ayon was nearly intercepted. 10 on the shot clock here for Blackwater. Ayon to Krutwig, back to Ayon. The three, no good. And great rebound by Barkley Ebonia and throwing it to Kobe Lamb.
And it's a nice save there by Ebonia. Well, we have some problem on the shot clock, but the referees will confer to the scores table if there are some time left on the shot clock after that miss.
Yes. And we've got a timeout on the floor. And Blackwater calling for time here. 60-50 is our count. Still in favor of the Bay Area Dragons. We'll be back with more action. And we are back live here for the matchup between Blackwater Bossing against your Bay Area Dragons. And it's still a 10-point advantage for the Bay Area Dragons. And the Blackwater Bossing inbounding from their baseline. And there is a whistle on the floor. Looks like there was too much holding there on Kobe Lamb. And that means a sideline inbound this time.
And Kobe will be called for his third foul.
14 on the shot clock here for Blackwater. Krutwig. The 12 on the clock here. Krutwig backing down. Oh, and there is an offensive foul. This time whistled against Barkley Ebonia.
And that's his first foul.
9 minutes, 20 remaining. Great play there, though, by Krutwig trying to back down Andrew Nicholson. But yes, there, a bit of extracurricular activity leading to that turnover. And now the Dragons on the attack here. 10 seconds on their shot clock. Song to Kobe Lamb. 5 on the shot clock here. Lamb decides to drive it himself, and he gets blocked. But
there's contact.
There is contact, and it's whistled against Brandon Ganuelas Rosser.
And that's his fourth foul.
Wow. Brandon Ganuelas Rosser 2 away from fouling out of the ball game.
Yes, in PBA rules,
6 fouls.
We have 6 fouls before you foul out. And that's only the second miss of Bay Area Dragons after 13 attempts to the free throw line.
It's still a 10-point advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons, 60-50. And the back-to-back misses there by Kobe Lamb.
Kobe Lamb has been the missing link on the offensive pattern so far for Bay Area Dragons.
Ebonia with 15 on the shot clock here. Great spin move, great backing down there, but he loses the ball, but it was tapped out last by a black shirt according to our referees here. That's Kenny Harris Halig. 12 on the shot clock now for Blackwater. Ebonia finds Amer, finds Krutwig, but then again, a steal here by Kobe Lamb. All the way, all alone, undefended for the two.
He's very good on those steals. That's his second steal actually in this quarter.
Great anticipation there, leading to that basket, and the rebound there on that missed shot by Krutwig by Nicholson. Nicholson pulls up for the 3, no good. And now Blackwater back on the attack here. Ion to Krutwig. 17 on the shot clock here for the white shirts. Krutwig still against Nicholson.
Yes,
but
foul.
There is a holding foul whistled.
That will be against Andrew Nicholson. Only his first foul.
7 minutes 58 remaining here in the third quarter. 62-50. The Bay Area Dragons with their biggest lead of the ball game. 7 on the shot clock here for Amer. Great shot here. Krutwig for 3.
He can shoot too, huh?
That's the first 3-pointer of the ball game for Cameron Krutwig. And now the ball is back with Andrew Nicholson. 12 on the shot clock here for the Bay Area Dragons. Nicholson with a drive against Krutwig, and he gets the foul.
And that's the advantage of Andrew Nicholson. He can really lightning quick drive to the basket against Cameron Krutwig. And Krutwig will be called for his third foul.
7 minutes 26 remaining, and Krutwig makes that first free throw to count. 63-53. 10-point advantage here for Bay Area. Second free throw is good. 64-53 now. It's an 11-point advantage here for the black shirts. Amer. Ganuelas Rosser now. 17 on the shot clock here for Blackwater. Iron
defense.
And now inside to Krutwig. Krutwig spinning against Nicholson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Fadeaway lefty, no good. What a rebound by Ebonia! All alone for 2.
Nobody marked Ebonia that time.
64 to 55, a 9-point advantage here for Bay Area. Yang nearly crosses 3 Blackwater defenders there, but Iron scoring on the other end for Blackwater.
Credit half of that basket with a steal by Baser Amer.
64 to 57, and slowly the Bay Area lead is shrinking. What a layup there! Whoa!
Yes,
and
it is
it's
counted.
and that Andrew Nicholson hook shot is good. After that goaltending violation.
And with that, Andrew Nicholson already collected 18 points, top scoring for Bay Area Dragons.
66 to 57 is our count here. 6 minutes 26 remaining in our third quarter. Iron brings it down. Gets the pick from Krutwig and launches the foul line jumper, but no good. And too much physicality there by Barkley Ebonia, and he's whistled for that foul.
And that's his second foul.
6 minutes 11 remaining in our third quarter. And that brings in number 31, that's Ray Publico.
Replacing Barkley Ebonia. And this time, Bay Area Dragons, Diego, will settle for half-court offense because on the last 2 possessions, they incurred 2 turnovers.
Yang to Zhu. What a floater there, but leaves it strong. And now Baser Amer on the attack here for Blackwater. Finds Ray Publico there. Oh!
That's an obvious
He
charge.
lowered his shoulder a bit too strongly on Kobe Lamb, and he gets called for an offensive foul. Back-to-back possessions where Blackwater got whistled for offensive fouls.
And that's the second foul on Ray Publico. Both teams have 4 team fouls apiece. 4 team fouls apiece for Blackwater and Bay Area Dragons.
66 to 57, a 9-point advantage here for Blackwater. Not exactly a good move for Bossing as they're trying to mount a comeback here, and they reward themselves on the offense with offensive fouls. Ray Publico open for that corner jumper, no good.
He's very hesitant. He should have taken that shot a second or 2 seconds earlier.
Powell to Zhu for 3. And the bounce doesn't go for him. And that rebound recovered by Baser Amer. Amer trying to direct the traffic here. 15 on the shot clock. Amer to Krutwig. Krutwig thinking 3 but kicks it out instead. Great floater there
Yes.
for Ray Suerte, getting that lucky bounce.
With a lucky shot.
66 to 59. And now the Bay Area Dragons a bit too hurried on that attempt there. Oh, and the layup there by Brandon Ganuelas Rosser. He got met upstairs. And there is a foul on the play.
And that's a foul on Zhu Songwei. That's his third foul. So again, when a team incur a turnover, the other team will go instantly on fast break. And so far, both Blackwater and Bay Area Dragons really want to pushing the ball up once they have a fast break opportunity.
And Brandon Ganuelas Rosser makes the first free throw. 66 to 60 is our count. And we have an exciting one for you. And hope you are all safe and dry as the rain has started to pour outside of the Aero Center here in Quezon City, Philippines. And the second free throw, no good. And the long tap out by Krutwig goes to the hands of
Ray
Suerte. Krutwig. Kick out pass to Publico, but it was too hot to handle.
Those tight passes. Players should really learn how to really grip the ball as much as possible. because the defensive rotation of Bay Area Dragons has been excellent so far.
That's what I saw them practicing earlier in their warm-ups before the start of this ball game, and
Yes.
looks like they have worked wonders with it. And a great drive here. Oh, everything but the layup for Miles Powell.
Sorry, miss.
And now McCarthy to Suerte. That fake, the drive, and that layup nearly went down, but he will troop to the line for 2 shots.
He really likes that baseline and those running shots of his. He's trying to master that kind of a shot.
And
By the way,
Yang-
Glenn Yang has called for his 3rd foul.
yes, 3rd personal foul on Glenn Yang. First free throw is good for Ray Suerte, and don't look now. Blackwater just down by 5 points, 66-61.
And Ray Suerte so far has 11 points.
Suerte with a second free throw. And it's good. 66-62 is our count. 4 minutes, 7 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
A mini run there by Blackwater.
Young. And now they find Yang. And now in the ball game is Duncan Reed. 12 on the shot clock here. Duncan Reed to Powell. Powell driving. Oh, and that layup there, that layup attempt. Publico.
Yes. That foul's on Publico. That's his 3rd foul. Or rather, it's 2nd foul.
And a 2-shot foul for Miles Powell. Trying to stop the bleeding here.
And so far, Diego, Miles Powell is the 2nd leading scorer right now with 15 points. Still, Andrew Nicholson top scorer in the contest with 18 big markers.
Powell making the first free throw. And the second free throw is good as well for Powell.
That's 16 for him.
68-62 is our count. 3 minutes 43 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 12 on the shot clock here. Senna to Publico. Publico, great spin move, and that fadeaway
Top
jumper
shot.
counts.
That's a top shot.
Wow. 68-64, a 4-point advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons.
Uh-oh.
And Yang for 3!
Yes!
Swish City from the top of the key. Wow. And that pass there by Rashawn McCarthy could not find the mark to Ray Publico. And the Dragons now holding a 7-point advantage, 71-64. After that Warren Liang top of the key 3-pointer. Yang. Kick out pass to Liang. 15 on the shot clock here. Miles Powell for 3.
Yes!
Wow. Dragons are breathing fire here in the 3rd quarter.
Back-to-back threes for Bay Area Dragons. And Miles Powell has now 18 points.
McCarthy.
Or 19 rather.
Suerte saves the ball, but then again stolen away by Warren Liang, and there is a foul on the transition play against Ray Suerte.
That will put Blackwater in penalty. It's going to be 2 free throws.
2 minutes 29 remaining, and Blackwater Bossing is now in penalty.
And Ray Suerte with 4 fouls.
Yes, Ray Suerte now in foul trouble. 2 free throws on the way for Warren Liang. Leaves that one strong. And there's a substitution. That's Glenn Yang coming out of the ball game in favor of Kobe Lamb.
With a fast-paced ball game, I believe Bay Area Dragons, they're beginning to miss free throws because majority of these players playing heavy minutes in the 3rd quarter as we see a split by Liang.
2 minutes 29 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 75-64. 1-point advantage. 11-point advantage here for the Bay Area Dragons. Ebonia to Jologo. Jologo, the jumper, no good. And Warren Liang tracks the rebound. Ju. Miles Powell against Ray Publico here. Dances, Bob sweeps. Great kick out pass to Kobe Lamb for 3, no good.
Everything but the shot.
Barkley Ebonia drives. Great shot, but it's rejected
block.
there. Oh, what defense here by the Bay Area Dragons. And now Miles Powell launches a three in transition. No good. Rebound gathered there by Ray Publico. Jologo. Jologo against Miles Powell here. Now to Sena. Ebonia with 12 on the shot clock here. Jologo launches the lefty three short. And McCarthy recovers the loose ball. That floater no good.
Oh,
And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's still Blackwater basketball.
13 seconds on the shot clock.
13 on the shot clock here for Blackwater. Ebonia to Jologo. 10 on the shot clock here. Jologo to James Sena. 5 on the shot clock, and the shot up, and there is a foul.
And probably the foul is on Lamb, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's Duncan Reed. Only his second foul, but both teams in penalty.
Right now, James Sena, the former Jose Rizal University heavy bomber, to the foul line for 2 shots.
And he's coming off a season with that incurs injury. You can see the bandage in his knees. He incurred a near fatal ACL injury last season, but now he's slowly getting back in shape.
75-65 is our count. And Sena goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Now it's a 9-point advantage here by Bay Area, 75-66. Down to the last minute of our third quarter, and a full court trapping defense here by Blackwater.
Here's what I'm talking about, the half-court press of Coach Ariel Banguaja.
And now backing down is Duncan Reed. 5 on the shot clock here. Ju with that unorthodox jumper misses. And the ball was last touched by the Bay Area Dragons. And Blackwater Bossing regains possession with 44.1 remaining here in the third quarter. 75-66 is our count.
2-for-1 play right now for Blackwater.
A chance for Blackwater to cut into this deficit. Jologo, 35 seconds left. McCarthy launches a three, rims it out. Now Kobe Lamb, great fake and first step, second step, and moves it all the way to the basket, but he gets fouled.
Look at that burst of speed of Kobe Lang, really out sprinting everybody there, and he will take 2 shots. A foul by James Sena.
Great hesitation move that definitely faked out multiple Blackwater Bossing defenders there.
And James Sena will be called for his third foul.
Lamb swishes that first free throw. 76-66. 10-point advantage here by Bay Area. Second free throw rims out. And the ball will go to Blackwater. And all of the players from the Bay Area bench.
And even the coach, Brian Gorjan,
Yeah.
is upset of that call.
22.9 last shot time here for Bossing. McCarthy. McCarthy against Kobe Lamb here. Sena against Duncan Reed. Now back to McCarthy. Now Jologo with 10 on the game clock. Jologo against Reed. Jologo that... Oh, what
wow.
a step back three-pointer. Switch City for Jologo. And at the buzzer!
Oh!
Short for Miles Powell. And it's a 76-69 advantage for Bay Area Dragons against Blackwater Bossing. We'll be right back with more action after this break. And we are back here live from the Aero Center in Quezon City in the Philippines. We are in the fourth quarter of this showdown between Blackwater Bossing and the Bay Area Dragons. And the Dragons here holding a 76-69 lead. But at the end of that third quarter, a scintillating three-pointer by Jologo
Yes.
to cap off an amazing third quarter for the Bossing.
Well, Blackwater just hanging in there. We all know Bay Area Dragons is a great offensive team, as we see almost an offensive putback there. But Blackwater has other plans. The other guards can really shoot the lights out with Publico or with McCarthy. But there's a turnover.
Oh, and what a play there. What a steal by Miles Powell and the uncontested layup for two. 78-69. A 9-point advantage here by the black shirts.
Miles Powell top scoring for Bay Area Dragons now with 21 points.
Sena with 12 on the shot clock here for Bossing. Jologo launches a three. Too strong, and Barkley Ebonia with a rebound over Warren Liang, and Liang gets called for the foul.
And that Liang will be called for his fourth foul. And immediately dispatched by Coach Brian Gorjan is Zhu Songwei replacing Liang.
14 on the shot clock here for Blackwater. Jologo launches another three short. And Bay Area here on the attack with Kobe Lamb with the rebound. Lamb. Oh, and a great drive by Miles Powell!
Almost.
Oh, everything but the shot for Miles Powell. And he will troop to the line for two shots. What can I say about Miles Powell? He's been the energy guy here for Coach Brian Gorjan and the Bay Area Dragons.
And he's very, very quick. Whenever there's an opportunity to penetrate, he will penetrate. And he does not lose his team since the beginning of this ballgame. He kept his energy, his composure, his intensity, and he's the glue to the Bay Area Dragons double-digit spread. They maintained that almost throughout the third quarter. Now, beginning in this fourth quarter, 10-point lead.
79-69 is our count. 10 minutes 44 remaining in our ball game, and the second free throw, no good though for Powell there. And Baser Amer is back on the floor together with Cameron Krutwig and Brandon Ganuelas Rosser. 12 on the shot clock here. Rosser gets a foul on the play against Zhu Ming-shin.
And Zhu Ming-sin will be called for his first foul. So far, Brandon Ganuelas Rosser, his offense has struggled. He only scored 1 point so far, but for sure, Blackwater will utilize him as an inside threat.
Krutwig to McCarthy, launches a three. In and out!
Miss.
Sorry, miss there. And now Kobe Lamb, 20 on the shot clock here. Great fight inside to Reed, but misses that point blank range shot. And Barkley Ebonia cleans up the miss. And inside pass to, Barkley Ebonia just loses his footing there on that Rashawn McCarthy inside pass. 9 minutes 56 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter.
And Ray Suerte checking in now for Blackwater.
And also we've got Glenn Yang back in the ball game for Bay Area.
And he will replace Rashawn McCarthy.
79-69 is our count. Yang to Duncan Reed. Now to Miles Powell. 15 on the shot clock here for Bay Area. Miles Powell is dancing. Launches a three. No good.
Everything but a shot.
Against the heavy defense there of Ray Suerte. And now Amer to Krutwig. 15 on the shot clock here, trying to direct the traffic against Duncan Reed. Krutwig. Pocket pass, but it was deflected there by the Bay Area Dragons. But Ray Suerte gets the steal. Krutwig to Ganuelas Rosser, and they got hammered there on the way to the lane by Zhu Min-shin.
Back-to-back fouls by Zhu Ming-sin in the fourth quarter. But this is the setup of Coach Ariel Bangwaja. He will look for a much heftier five for Blackwater, simply because they've been unsuccessful in scoring inside the paint. Most of the points of Blackwater in the third and at the start of the fourth quarter are all outside. So he needs some mileage inside the paint like this guy, Brandon Ganuelos, who's averaging about 10 points in the PB, but right now he's only scored his second point of the game.
And Brandon Ganuelos-Rosser now with 3 points in the ball game after making those 2 free throws. 79-71 is our count. 8-point lead here by Bay Area, and now they're trying to push the tempo here. Find the open men. Another long bomb there. Good for Ju Ming Shin.
Mr. Unorthodox, huh?
Yeah. That's a very unique shot that he launches there, but if it goes in, why not? And a 3-pointer there.
Is that counted?
By Ray
We'll check.
Suerte.
Referees will confirm if that shot will count.
8 minutes 43 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Let's wait for the referee's decision if that shot will count.
So that's Dominador Obina trying to count, trying to confer with our table officials. Baser Amer rather making that 3-pointer count. Ray Suerte makes that 3-pointer earlier. And we're going to find out if there was a foul on the play. Because those so there's a foul against Zhu Mingjin, and that means a bonus free throw for Barkley Ebonia.
Who's the one who was pushed off on that 3-point attempt earlier.
So there's a bonus free throw. So this is a rare 4-point play opportunity, but not
not for one person, but for two persons.
Yeah, but not for the shooter who made that 3-pointer, which was Ray Suerte. And the bonus shot made there by Barkley Ebonia cuts the Bay Area lead 82-75. And it's down to a 7-point lead here for the Black Shirts. Reed to Powell. Powell launches a 3.
Oh,
Gets
he
his
gets it
own
back.
nets. Oh, and blows that layup. Baser Amer now controlling the tempo here for Blackwater. Asks for a pick here. Gets it from Krutwig. Now Ebonia. Back to Amer. 14 on the shot clock. Great seal underneath by Krutwig. And he gets a foul against... That's number 33, Duncan Reed.
So that's the third foul on Duncan Reed. No, it's not Duncan Reed. It's Zhu Song Wei. It's fourth foul on Zhu Song Wei. So what I've noticed, Diego, for Blackwater is that their import, Cameron Goodwig.
Oh, and there's a technical foul whistled against Miles Powell for resentment to a non-call.
Well, for PBA rules, technical foul will not be counted as a personal foul.
Yes. So right now, Baser Amer will go to the line for that free throw.
So, Diego, going to the point that I've discussed, their import, Cameron Krutwig, he loves seals, especially on the left side. So, Bay Area Dragons must need to come up a better defensive stop on how to unseal Cameron Krutwig, especially on the left box.
And right now, our referees are signaling there are 2 free throws now on the way. 8 minutes 12 remaining, and our referees are conferring if there will be 2 free throws on Cameron Krutwig, because right now we're seeing that...
Yeah, because that shot is an act of shooting.
Yes, all right. So that's really 5 team fouls for the Bay Area Dragons, and they're 1 away from penalty. And
so that's 8 minutes and 12 marks. So that's a lot of time.
So
Blackwater can fish fouls if they want to.
4 minutes into the fourth quarter, and Bay Area is near the penalty, and they have waved off the free throws.
And the referee changed the call.
Yeah, so it's a baseline inbound for Blackwater Bossing here.
And we have some substitution. Kobe Lamb checks back in, replacing Duncan Reed.
14 on the shot clock here for the Bossing. Brandon Ganuelos-Rosser. Now to Baser Amer. 7 on the shot clock for the White Shirts. Krutwig 3 on the shot clock. Barkley Ebonia gets everything but the shot. He gets blocked there, but there is a foul, and that will mean 2 free throws for Ebonia.
So in this particular contest, this is the first time that the Bay Area Dragons player Ju Ming-shin collected all 4 fouls in this quarter.
Wow. Ebonia, the Far Eastern University product, misses his first free throw.
That's another problem for Blackwater. They're beginning to miss free throws in the second half.
And 1 for 2 for Ebonia, 82-77 is our count. 5-point advantage here for Bay Area Dragons. 7 minutes 50 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Yang back to Nicholson. Nicholson against Brandon Ganuelos. Rosser, he banks the shot.
Wow, bank shot.
Wow, the bank is open on a Saturday for Andrew Nicholson. Do it all big man here for the Bay Area Dragons. Amer fakes the mid-range jumper, is good for the former San Beda Red Ryan. 85-79 is our count. Now Nicholson once again trying to drive here. Nicholson, great footwork, and that shot was offline.
It's a dribbling violation.
And Baser Amer was called for double dribble. 7 minutes 3 remaining. That was a missed opportunity for Blackwater Bossing.
Yes. And so far, Andrew Nicholson has already collected 21 points. He's the second leading scorer. The top scorer for Bay Area Dragons is Miles Powell with 22.
7 minutes exactly remaining in our fourth and final quarter. Oh! And Barkley Ebonia flattening Zhu Shong Wei in that possession.
And that's the third foul of Barkley Ebonia. Only the second team foul for Blackwater. Dragons in penalty in the 8-12 mark of this ball game.
Just the second team foul on Blackwater here in this quarter. Zhu Shong Wei, 15 on the shot clock here. Yang finds a wide open Kobe Lamb for 3. No good. And a great box out there by Cameron Krutwig. And now Blackwater trying to slow down the tempo here. Ray Suerte with 14 on the shot clock. Krutwig passes back to Suerte with 9 on the shot clock. Suerte driving, that floater. He gets the foul. 2 more shots for Blackwater as Bay Area has been in the penalty since the first 4 minutes here in the fourth and final quarter.
So far, Ray Suerte has been lucky with those type of penetrations. He really masterfully lifted that shot with one hand. And even against taller opponents, he can still create that shot. By the way, that last foul is on Andrew Nicholson. That's only his second foul.
All right, and now Suerte, a chance to trim this deficit further. Right now, standing at 85-79. Oh, and that first free throw is no good.
You know, getting to this ball game as Blackwater prepares for the PBA Commissioner's Cup, Coach Ariel Banguardia will emphasize how free throws are important even in this pro level. Huh?
That's right. Suerte makes 1 for 2, and now it's a 5-point advantage for the Bay Area Dragons. 85-80, 6:19 remaining here in our fourth and final quarter. Zhu against Barkley Ebonia. Oh, what a floater inside the shaded lane.
What a spin move there by Zhu Songwei.
87-80 now is the Bay Area lead. Krutwig to Suerte. Suerte, that baseline drive, trying to fish for a foul, but no go. Yang to Kobe Lamb.
Nice pass.
Great pass inside, and
yes.
hook shot there is good for Zhu Ming-shin. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 5 minutes 42 remaining. 89-80 is the Bay Area Dragons advantage. We'll be back with more action. And we are back here live from the Aero Center in Quezon City, Philippines. And it's a 9-point advantage here by the Bay Area Dragons against Blackwater Bossing of the PBA, 89-80. Diego Del Paz live on the call here with Ryan Pajaro. And wow, the Bay Area Dragons are really keeping Blackwater Bossing at bay.
And not only that, the rains outside in this venue continue to pour. That's why this ball game is beginning to be more intense as we approach the twilight zone of this ball game.
5 minutes 35 remaining. Amer trying to find an open man here, but great man-to-man defense here by the Dragons. Krutwig against the defense of Andrew Nicholson. Loses
steal.
the ball and a steal
ball.
by Lamb, but there's a kickball violation against Blackwater, which destroys the potential fast break attack by the Bay Area Dragons here.
And not only that, that destroys the offensive rhythm of Blackwater Bossing. So unsuccessful timeout there by Coach Ariel Banguaja.
Zhu.
Great
Great
pass.
run inside for Glenn Yang, but he gets hacked inside the shaded lane, but he will go to the line for 2 shots.
Zhu Songwei, that's the second time I see that bullet pass inside. Huh?
Yeah. 5 minutes 11 remaining. Third team foul here for Blackwater. Glenn Yang first free throw is good. That makes it a 90-80 ball game. 10-point advantage here for the black shirts of Coach Brian Gourgian. Second free throw is no good. 5 minutes, 8 remaining in our fourth and final quarter. Krutwig can't find an open man here against the defense of Nicholson. Suerte. 10 on the shot clock here for Blackwater. Gets that layup to go.
He's very quick. He's very agile player. He's the top scorer now for Blackwater. Ray Suerte collected 18 points so far.
Wow, Yang. Now to Nicholson for 3. No good. And
look at the bench. Everybody's
Rosser.
standing for that shot.
Canvelas Rosser getting the rebound there. And now it's to Amer. Amer launches the 3. No good. And the ball was tapped out by Nicholson. 14 on the shot clock here for Blackwater with 4 minutes 23 remaining. And we've got another timeout on the floor for Blackwater. We'll be back with more action. 90-82 is our count. 4 minutes 23 remaining in the ball game. And we are back live here from the Aero Center in Quezon City, Philippines for the last 4 minutes 23 of this featured matchup between Blackwater Bossing and the Bay Area Dragons. Diego De La Paz and Ryan Pajaro on the call here. 90-82 in favor of the Bay Area Dragons. And it's still the Blackwater Bossing possession with 12 seconds on their shot clock. Krutwig, and a reach-in foul. That was called on Andrew Nicholson, and Nicholson is pleading his case to our crew chief, Jimmy Mariano here. And a technical foul has been whistled against Nicholson for continuously complaining there.
And that's the third foul of Andrew Nicholson. Maybe the Bay Area Dragons need to really relax, not to be upset with the referee's calls, because these PBA teams, this will be a good workout for them, especially like Blackwater Bossing or any other PBA teams. They really playing physical.
Yeah.
And even the calls, if it's not favoring you, you should be composing. You should be on your game mode and following the coach Brian Gurjan's plan of playing fast, efficient offense
Yes.
for Bay Area Dragons.
And with Bay Area in the penalty since the 8-minute mark, that means 2 more free throws. This time for Cameron Krutwig. First free throw is good for Krutwig and a chance. This next free throw gives Blackwater a chance to cut this deficit to just 5 points. 4 minutes 17 remaining in this ball game. Yes, Cameron Krutwig goes 2 for 2. Great trip to the foul line for the former Loyola Grambler. And now Nicholson. Oh, and a foul is foul on the floor.
So if that's Brandon Ganuelas Rosser, that's his 5th foul.
Ooh, yes, it is on Brandon Ganuelas Rosser. That's his 5th personal foul. That's
One more, he's out of the game.
That's just the 14th foul for Blackwater.
Yes.
A chance here for Bay Area to send Blackwater to penalty. What a block shot there
Wow,
by
what a
Brandon Ganuelas Rosser. And now great pass inside to Barkley. Abonia couldn't get that. He couldn't get that ball in that entry pass.
Well, Coach Brian Gurjan thought that there's no tap on the part of Glenn Yang, but the referee saw it otherwise.
Yeah, so it will stay with Blackwater with 19 on their shot clock and 3 minutes 52 remaining in the ball game. Great pass inside
Lots
to
of foul.
Cameron Krutwig. The hoop, the harm, 3-point play the hard way for the Bossing. And now Bay Area just up by 3 points, 90-87.
And Andrew Nicholson called for his 4th foul.
And now Blackwater just down 2 points, 90-88.
And now we have a ball game, Diego.
Glenn Yang. Yang with 19 to work with. Nicholson to Kobe. Kobe Lamb, 12 on the shot clock. Nicholson launches the 3. No good. And the rebound here by the Bay Area Dragons, Ju Ming Shin. 12 on the shot clock here. Nicholson, great move inside the shot lane.
What a move!
Wow.
Up and under, Diego.
Wow, Andrew Nicholson dousing the fire here. 92-88 is our count. A 4-point advantage here by Bay Area. 3 minutes 9 remaining in our ball game. Amer gets the screen here for Barkley and Bonia. Amer, 4 on the shot clock. The shot no good. And now the Bay Area Dragons on the attack here. Young. Inside to Nicholson, but it was stripped by Krutwig.
advance!
Oh!
What a steal!
What a steal by Andrew Nicholson, who scores at that basket. 94-88 is our count, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 2 minutes 45 remaining, and we'll be right back with more action. And we are back with this featured ball game between the Bay Area Dragons and Blackwater Bossing. Bay Area Dragons dousing the fire that was being launched here by Blackwater
Yes.
Bossing, and now our score is at 94-88 in favor of the black shirts of Coach Brian Gorgian.
And of course, the big difference here for Blackwater, apart from Ray Suerte and Baser Amer's free throws, is Cameron Krutwig. He's really a big help for the Commissioner's Cup campaign of Blackwater, as we have now the offensive of Blackwater.
Ganuelas Rosser now to Ray Suerte, to Krutwig. 12 on the shot clock here against the defense of Andrew Nicholson. And still with Krutwig, and that pass goes to Kobe Lamb of
Little
the
bit
Dragons.
tentative there. The offensive pattern of Blackwater is a little bit tentative there.
Lamb, 18 on the shot clock here for Bay Area. What a steal here by Barkley Ebonia. Ebonia goes all the way, passes it to Suerte. The shot is good. And now the Blackwater deficit is just down to 4 points, 94-90. And we are entering the last 2 minutes of our ball game. Let's see if the Bay Area Dragons will hang on here. A drive. 7 on the shot clock here. Ju. Shot on the way. 1 second on the shot clock. No good. A rebound. A putback is good for Bay Area. Wow. And what a sequence there for Zhu Zhongwei.
Timely basket.
And now Blackwater down by 6, 96-90. A chance for them to cut this down to either 4 points or 3, depending on the basket they get here. Suerte
Again.
gets lucky on that roll.
And he's already collected 22 points.
96-92 is our count. Bay Area here trying to add up to their lead. Yang with 15 on the shot clock against the defense of Brandon Ganuelas Rosser. To Zhu. 10 on the shot clock. Oh! Zhu got stripped there by Ray Suerte, but there was a foul on the play.
And Suerte will be called for his 5th foul on that.
So Zhu will troop to the foul line for 2 shots. And that's a 15 foul on Blackwater Bossing.
That's only his 5th.
Yeah, that's the 5th personal foul for Ray
He's not yet
Suerte.
fouled out.
And right now, Joe Logo has been brought in to replace Ray Suerte.
Is that his 6th foul?
No, that's his 5th personal
Okay,
foul.
he just replaced.
Yes. And Zhu makes the first free throw. And just a quick reminder, PBA rules say that a player needs 6 fouls before they get eliminated from the ball game.
Exactly.
Zhu Songwei makes the first free throw.
He's been the fireman's cup for Bay Area Dragons. Every time Blackwater is scoring, he's always dousing cold water.
98-92. Amer against Yang gets the screen from Krutwig. Krutwig, 12 on the shot
Nice
clock.
pass.
Oh, Barkley Ebonia
Wow.
underneath the basket for 2. And it's a 98-94 game. Still a very close ball game between these two. And wow, what a drive by Andrew Nicholson.
What a crossover there.
Wow.
Again.
Andrew Nicholson showing that he could definitely cross up defenders. 46.3 remaining. It's a 194 count. And Blackwater Bossing calls another timeout. We'll be back with more action. And we're down to the last 46.3 in this ball game between Blackwater Bossing and the Bay Area Dragons. The Dragons breathing fire on Blackwater, 100-94 here in the fourth and final quarter.
And
Diego De La Paz together with Ryan Pajaro on the call here.
And Diego, Bay Area Dragons really push. Blackwater push Bay Area Dragons to the limit as we see an alley play.
Whoa! A near steal play there by Baser Amer to Brandon Ganuelas Rosser off of that timeout. And right now, Coach Ariel Vanguardia still calling plays. And there is a foul against the Bay Area Dragons on that play. And both teams.
And that's Su Song Wei's fifth foul.
Whoa. That's a fourth personal foul,
Fourth personal rather.
on Zhu Song Wei with 44.8, and Brandon Ganuelas Rosser leaves that first free throw short.
He's been struggling all night long, but he's trying.
Second free throw up and good for Brandon Ganuelas Rosser. 44.8 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. 5 points is the advantage here by Bay Area. Nicholson loses possession there at the baseline.
Tough
And-
break there.
Yes, and that leaves the door open here for Blackwater Bossing. McCarthy against Jew. Great screen there by Krutwig. Krutwig spins. Krutwig, the floater. No!
Block.
He gets blocked there by Nicholson. 27.9 remaining, and there is a foul whistled against Blackwater.
It's Brandon again. That might be his last.
27.9 remaining here in our fourth and final quarter. $100-95 is our count. All right, so that's the sixth personal foul on Brandon Ganuelas Rosser, sending him out of the ball game.
And Ganuelas Rosser fouls out of the game with 3 points.
And Zhu Shong Wei possibly putting the icing on the cake here in this ball game for your Bay Area Dragons.
And all 10 points of Zhu Song Wei coming from the fourth quarter.
Wow. 27.9 remaining. 102-95 is our count.
There's a problem with the clock.
And
There's a problem with the
timeout.
clock when Rashawn McCarthy dribbles the basketball. The clock didn't move.
More like a Blackwater called a timeout there, and looks like the referees were not aware. And
Exactly.
we got a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back with more action. $102-95 is our count. 27.9 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Bay Area Dragons still with the lead here. Diego De La Paz together with Ryan Pajaro on the call.
And both teams in penalty right now. 27.9 seconds. So Blackwater can opt for a quick two, but if they're open for three, why not? They can take that shot.
And Baser Amer to trigger the inbound here, and our referees have quickly gone to Ray Publico and That's zooming Shin for them to cut it out. Amer finds Krutwig. Jologo driving. The floater is good.
Yes.
22.9 remaining. It's a 102-97 ball game. It's a 2-possession ball game here for the Bay Area Dragons.
Now they can foul.
And great passing here, and Andrew Nicholson got fouled there with 17.2 seconds remaining. So the Bay Area Dragons allowed for a lot of clock to burn out
Yes.
before Blackwater even got to foul there.
And that last foul is on Baser Amer. That's only his first foul.
17.2 remaining here in our ball game, and Andrew Nicholson sent to the foul line for 2 shots. That first free throw no good, leaving the door ajar here for Blackwater.
With not much time remaining, only 17.2 seconds.
But as they say, stranger things have happened in basketball.
And the thing here is that once Blackwater get possession, they can instantly call a timeout. That's players can call timeout here in professional.
That's
here in
right.
the PBA.
Yeah, under PBA rules, players can call timeout. All right, and the miss there. And now Blackwater back on the attack after those 2 misses by Nicholson. Baser Amer fakes, finds Jologo on the corner for 3, no good. And Krutwig could not keep the handle on that basketball. 7.2 remaining. And Bay Area looks like they're going to come out with the victory in this one. And there's a foul by Jologo. That means 2 more free throws for Zhu Song Wei.
And Jologo's first foul, and Blackwater has chances, especially down the stretch, but they just not getting the breaks.
Yes.
And also missing those highly contested shots from the
Yes.
Bay Area Dragons.
Actually, it's like the missed free throws, and of course those missed opportunities really came back to haunt Blackwater Bossing in this ball game. And Zhu Song Wei with that first miss on the foul line.
Right.
Once again, still leaving the door open, but with 5.7 seconds remaining, doesn't seem to be enough time for Blackwater. 2 seconds remaining. McCarthy to Jologo for 3, and that's our ball game. 103-97 is our count in favor of the Bay Area Dragons. That's the 3rd win by Bay Area against Blackwater in their tune-up series, and they are now 6-0, undefeated so far. And what a ball game we just witnessed here inside the Aero Center in Quezon City, Philippines. For my partner Ryan Pajaro, this has been Diego De La Paz signing off for now. We'll see you at the ball games.